patient and working and waiting yourself through a very, very long 12th night to get to the prize at the end of the show, us. We have been doing this for 26 years. That is half of the life of the SCA. This is our 46th show, which is even more amazing. And this is the first time I have ever been out here to give the introduction. Normally it's been Master Hirsch or Master Santiago. And when I said, okay, what is it I say? How do I do this? Where do I go? What do I say? What do I do? They both just looked at me and said in unison, "Go."
Sir Hugh, persuade me not. I will make a Star Chamber matter of it. If you were 20, Sir John Falstaff, ye shall not abuse Abraham Slender.
If Sir John Falstaff have committed disparagements unto you, I am of the church, and would be glad to do my benevolence to make atonements and compromises between you.
The council shall bear it. It is a right.
It is not meet the council you're a riot. There is no fear of God in a riot. The council of you shall desire to hear the fear of God, and not the fear of mine. There is also another device in my praying, which peradventure brings good discretions with it. There is Anne Page, which is daughter to Master Thomas Page, which is a pretty virginity.
Anne Page. She has brown hair and speaks small like a woman.
It is that very person for all the world, as just as you will desire. And 700 pounds of money and gold and silver is her grandsire upon his deathbed day, when she is able to work to 17 years old. It were a good motion if he desired a marriage between you, Master Abraham, and Mistress Anne Page.
Did her grandsire leave her 700 pounds?
Aye, and her father is making a better penny.
I know the young gentlewoman. She has good gifts.
700 pounds of possibilities is good. Gifts? Let us see, honest Master Page. What? Oh, God bless your house,
Who's there?
Yours, God's blessing, and your friend, and your young Master Slender.
I am glad to see your worships well.
Master Page, I am glad to see you. Much good to it, your good heart. Is Sir John Falstaff your?
He is within, sir, and I would I could do a good office between you.
He hath wronged me, Master Page.
Sir, he doth in some sort confess it.
If it is confessed, it is not redressed. Is it not so, Master Page? He has wronged me, indeed. He hath, believe me.
Here comes Sir John.
Now, Master Slender, you'll complain of me to the king.
Marry, sir, I have matter in my head against you, and against your coney-catching rascal, Pistol.
How now, Mephistopheles?
Peace, I pray you. Now let us understand. There is 3 umpires in this matter, as I understand. That is, Master Page, and there's myself. And lastly and finally, my host of the garter.
The 3 of us, to hear it and end it.
Very good.
Pistol.
He hears with ears.
Now, Pistol, did you pick Master Slender's purse?
Aye, that he did. By these gloves, of 7 groats of mill sixpences, and 2 Enfield shovel boards that cost me 2 shillings and 2 pence apiece. By these gloves.
Is this true, Pistol?
Ha! Thou mountain foreigner. Sir John and Master mine, I combat challenge of this Latin bilbo. Word of denial, froth and scum, thou liest.
Aye, 'twas he by these gloves, he the red face who did it. For although I cannot remember all the things that we did after you made me drunk, still I am not altogether an ass.
What say you?
I say that the gentleman had drunk himself out of his 5 senses.
I'll ne'er be drunk again, save in the company of good, civil, honest, godly people. If I be drunk, I'll be drunk with those who have a fear of God, and not with drunken knaves.
You hear all these matters denied, gentlemen. You hear it.
Oh, nay, Todder, carry the wine in. We'll drink within.
Oh, heavens. This is Mistress Anne Page.
Ah, how now, Mistress Ford?
Mistress Ford. You are very well met. Leave, good mistress.
Wife, bid these gentlemen welcome. Come, we'll have a hot venison pasty to dinner. Come, gentlemen, I hope we shall drink down all unkindness.
Rather than 40 shillings, I had my book of songs and sonnets here.
Right. A word with you. There is a tender here, a kind of tender major. Do you understand me?
Aye, sir, I do. I shall be wistful, I shall do that, that is reading.
Nay, but understand me. That is the question. The question is concerning your marriage. The very point of it, to Mistress Anne Page.
If you say marry her, I will marry her under any reasonable demand.
But can you affection a woman? Let us command no that of your mouth, or of your lips, for diverse philosophers hold that the lips is parcel of the mouth. Therefore, precisely, can you carry your goodwill to the maid? Can you love her?
If you say marry her, I will marry her. But if there's no great love in the beginning, may heaven increase upon better acquaintance. Once we are married and have more chances to know one another, mayhap there will grow more contempt. But if you say marry her, I will marry her, that I am freely dissolved and dissolute.
It is a very discretion answer. Save the fall is in the word dissolutely. The word is, according to our meaning, resolutely. His meaning is good. Here comes fair Mistress Anne. Would I were young for your sake, Mistress Anne.
The dinner is on the table, and my father desires your worship's company.
I will light on him, fair Mistress Anne. God's blessed will, I will not be absent in the grace.
Will it please your worship to come in?
I am not hungry. I thank you, sir.
The dinner attends you, sir.
In faith, I'll eat nothing. I thank you as much as though I did.
I may not go in without your worship. They'll not sit till you come. I pray you, sir, walk in.
I would rather walk out here. I bruised my shin the other day playing at sword and dagger with the master fence. Why do your dogs bark so? Either bears in the town?
Indeed, sir, I've heard them talked of.
I love the sport well. But I would soon quarrel at it as any man in England. You are afraid if you see the bear goose, are you not?
Aye, indeed, sir.
That's meat and drink to me now. I've seen Bjorn lose 20 times, and I've taken him by the chain. But I tell you, the ladies have so cried and shrieked at it that it passed them by.
Come, gentle Master Slender, come. Let me stay for you.
I'll eat nothing, I thank you, sir.
Oh, by cock and five. You shall not choose, sir. Come, come.
Nay, nay, lead the way.
Come on, sir.
Mr. Sand, yourself shall go first.
Not I, sir. I pray you. Keep on.
Well, I'll rather be unmannerly than troublesome. You do something wrong indeed.
Go your ways, and say to Dr. Caius, there dwells one Mistress Wheatley, which is in the manner of his nurse, or his dry nurse, or his cook, his laundry, his washer, his ringer, his dog walker. Give her this letter, require her to solicit Master Slender's desires to this demand. I pray you be gone.
Young ravens must have food.
Do you know Ford of this town?
I ken the wight, he is of substance good.
My honest lad, I will tell you what I am about.
2 yards and more.
No quips now, Pistol. Indeed I am 2 yards about the waist, but now I am about no waist. I am about thrift. Briefly, I do mean to make love to Ford's wife. I spy entertainment. She discourses, she carves, she gives the ear of invitation. I can construe the action of her familiar style and the hardest voice of her ambition to be Englished rightly as I am Sir John Falstaff.
He hath studied her will and translated her will out of honesty into English.
The report goes that she has all the rule of her husband's purse, and he hath a liege ladies.
And many devils do entertain, and to her, boy, I say.
I have writ me a letter to her, and another to his wife, who even now did give me good eyes too, examined my parts with most judicious eyes. Sometimes the beam of her view gilded my foot, and sometimes my portly belly.
Then did the sun on dunghill shine?
Oh, she did course over my exteriors with such a greedy intention that the appetite of her eye did seem to scorch me up like a burning glass. Here's a letter to her. She holds the path too. She is a region in Guyana, all gold and bounty. I will be cheater to them both, and they will be exchequers to me. They will be my East and West Indies, and I will trade to them both. Go. Take you this letter to Mistress Ford, and this to Mistress Page. We will thrive, my lad. We will thrive.
And shall I Sir Pandarus of Troy become, and wear steel by my side? If so, Lucifer take all.
Oh, sirrah, bear you these letters tightly. Sail like my pinnace to these southern shores.
Let vultures grip thy guts. For gourd and Fulham holds, and high and low beguiles the rich and poor. Tester I'll have in pouch when thou shalt lack, O base Phrygian Turk. And Falstaff, varlet vile, his gold will hold, his dove will prove, and his soft couch to file.
You say that Master Slender is your master.
I forsooth.
Heaven sent and Page no worse fortune. Tell Master Parson Evans that I will do what I can for your master. Hannah's a good girl, and I wish that I... Oh, alas! Here comes my master! We shall all be sent! Quick, young man! Run, here, run into this closet! Come on, quickly.
What is this song that you sing? I do not like these amusements. Go into my closet and fetch me on what ye get. A box. A clean box. Do you not understand what I speak? A clean box.
Aye, forsooth, I'll fetch it you. I am glad he went not into the closet himself. If he had found the young man there, he would have been horn mad.
Ma foi est fraîche. Je m'en viens la cœur. La grande affaire.
Is this it, sir?
Ah. Dépêchez, quickly, put it over there. Odsby, I tarried too long here. There is, s'il vous plaît. There are some samples in my closet that I will not for the world I shall leave behind.
He's going to find the young man in there and be mad.
Diable! 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 My rapier!
Good master, be content.
Therefore shall I be contented.
The young man is an honest man.
What shall the honest man do in my closet? There is no honest man that shall come in my closet.
Sir, I beseech you, please be not fanatic and hear the truth of it. This young man came of an errand to me from Parson Hugh.
Well, speak as you tell.
Only to desire this honest gentlewoman, your maid, to speak a good word to Mistress Anne Page for Master Slender in the way of marriage.
Sir Hugh sent you? Tell you a little what?
I am glad he is so quiet, for if he had been thoroughly moved, you would have heard him so loud and so phlegmatic. But nevertheless, I will do what I can for your master. My master, the French doctor. And I may call him my master, look you, for I do take care of his house. I wash, clean, bake, sew, scour, dress meat and drink, make the beds, and walk the dog. And, oh, I would have no word of it. I do it all myself. In truth, my master himself is in love with Mistress Anne Page, but I know her mind for that. That's neither here nor there.
You, Jeannette, take this letter to Sir Hugh. It is a challenge. By God, I will slit his throat in the eye. Oh God, it is not wise you tarry too long here. By God, I will kill this scaly jackdog priest. I will teach him to meddle and mock. I will cut off his 2 stones. He shall not have 2 stones to throw to a dog.
Good master, he speaks but for his friend.
What matter of that? Did you not tell me that I shall have Anne Page?
Oh, sir, the maid loves you and all will be well. We must give folks room to prate. What the good ger?
If I have not the Anne Page, I will tear your head out of my door.
And you shall have Anne's full head of your own. No, I know Mistress Anne's Page mind for that. Never a woman in Windsor knows Mistress Anne's mind more than I do, nor can do more good for her than I can. Thank heaven for that.
Who's within there? Oh!
Oh, why, who's there, child? Come into the house.
Ah. What news? How does pretty Mistress Anne?
Oh, in truth, sir, and she is pretty and honest and gentle and one that is your friend. I can tell you that. I praise heaven for it.
Shall I do any good, thinkest thou? Shall I not lose my suit?
Well, all is in his hands above. But I can tell you this, sir. I'll be sworn on the book. She loves you.
Ah, well, I shall see her tonight. Hold, there's money for thee. Let me have thy voice in my behalf. If thou seest her before me, commend me.
Oh, will I? Oh, yes, that I will. And I will also tell you more of the work when we next have confidence, and of other suitors.
Farewell, I am in great haste now.
Not with you, Master Fenton.
What? Have I escaped love letters in the holiday time of my beauty, that I am now a subject for them? See. Ask me no reason why I love you. You are not young. No more am I. Go to then, there's sympathy. You are merry, so am I. Ha ha. You love sack, and so do I. Let it suffice the mistress page. At the least, if the love of a soldier can suffice, that I love thee. I will not say, pity me, 'tis not a soldier-like phrase, but I say, love me. By me, thine own true knight, by day or night, or any kind of light, with all his might, for thee to fight, John... No, wait. Mustard? Falstaff? Ah. But an unweighed behavior hath this Flemish drunkard picked, that he dares in this manner assay me. What? He hath not been thrice in my company? How shall I be revenged on him? For revenge I will be, as sure as his guts are made of puddings.
Is that John Theophilus?
Not too tall.
Oh, Mistress Page, trust me, I was coming to your house.
Oh, trust me, I was coming to you. Oh, you look very ill.
Oh, nay, I'll never believe that. I must show to the contrary. Oh, Mistress Page, give me some counsel.
What's the matter, woman?
Oh, if I could but go to hell for an eternal moment, I could be knighted.
What? Thou liest! Sir, Alice, poor! These knights will hack, and so thou should not change the article of thy gentry.
No, read, and perceive how I might be knighted. Oh, I should think the worst of fat men, and still, how should I be revenged on him? I think the best way were to entertain him with false hope until the fires of lust have melted him in his own grease. How shall I be revenged on him? Did you ever hear the like?
Yeah. Letter for letter. But the name Page and Ford differs. To thy great comfort in this mystery of ill opinions, here's the twin brother to thy letter. But let thine inherit first, for I protest mine never shall. I warrant he hath 1,000 of these letters, written with blank space for different names, like promissory. And surely more, and these are of the second edition. He will print them out of doubt, for he cares not what he puts in the press when he put us to.
Why, these are the very same, the very hand, the very words. What did they think of us?
Nay, I know not. It almost makes me ready to wrangle with mine own honesty. Let's be revenged on him. Let's appoint him a meeting, give him a show of comfort in his suit, and lead him on with fine baited delay.
I will consent to any act of villainy against him that does not sully the chariness of our honesty. Oh, that my husband saw this letter, it would give eternal food jealous now.
Oh, look, yonder he comes. My good man, too. And he's as far from jealous as I am from giving him cause.
You are the happier woman.
Come, let's consult together against this greasy night. Come together.
Well, I hope it be not so.
Sir John affects thy wife.
Why, sir, she's not young.
He woos both high and low, young and old, rich and poor, one with another. He loves the gallantry, Ford prepend.
Love my wife.
With liver burning hot.
I will be patient. I will find out this.
And here's the truth of it. It also affects thy wife. He loves your wife. He loves your wife. There is the humor of it. Adieu.
The humor of it, quoth I. Here's a fellow frights English out of his wits.
I will seek out Falstaff.
I would not believe such a rogue, though the priest of the town commended him for a true man. Oh, how now, May?
Oh, are you, George? Who are you? Oh, how sweet Frank, why art thou melancholy?
I? Melancholy? I am not melancholy. Get you home, go.
Faith, thou hast some crutches in thy head. Mistress Page, wilt thou go in?
Oh, have with you. You'll come to dinner, George? See who comes yonder. She shall be our messenger to this paltry night.
Trust me, I thought on her. She'll fit it.
You are come to see my daughter, Anne. Oh, forsooth, and how is dear Mistress Anne? Go in with us. We'll have an hour's talk with you.
Oh, Master Ford.
You heard what that knave told me, did you not?
Yes, and you heard what he told me.
Do you think there's any truth to it?
I do not think the knight would offer it. But he that accuses him in his intent toward our wives is his discarded man, very rogue now that he be out of service.
Oh, I like it never the better for that. Does Falstaff lie at the Garter?
Aye, marry, does he? If he should intend this voyage toward my wife, I would let her loose to him, and what more he get of her than sharp words, let it lie in my hand.
Oh, I do not misdoubt my wife, but I would be loath to turn them together. A man may be too confident, and I would have nothing lie on my head. I cannot be thus satisfied.
Ah, look where my ranting host to the Garter comes. There is either liquor in his pape or money in his purse when he looks so merrily. How now, mine host?
Ah, how now, Bully Rook, thou art a gentleman. Cavalier of justice, I say.
I follow, mine host. I follow. Good even 20, good Master Page. Master Page, will you go with us? We have sport in hand. There's a fray to be fought between Sir Hugh, the Welsh priest, and Caius, the French doctor.
Good mind, host of the Garter, a word with you.
Oh, what sayest thou, my Bully Rook?
Will you go with us to see it? My merry host hath had the measuring of their weapons, and hath appointed them, I think, contrary places. For, I tell you, I hear the parson is no jester. Hark, I shall tell you what our sport shall be.
Hast thou disobedience by night, my guest cavalier?
None, I protest, but I'll give you a bottle of burnt sack to give me recourse to him, and tell him my name is Brooke, only for a jest.
Tuck my hand, bully. Thou shalt have egress and regress, and thy name shall be Brooke.
I have heard the Frenchman hath good skill in his rapier.
Tut, sir, I could have told you more. In these days, you stand on distance. Your passes and your staccatos, and I know not what. 'Tis the heart, Master Page. 'Tis here, 'tis here.
Here, boys, here, here. Shall we wag?
Have with you? I would rather hear them scold than fight.
Though Page be a secure fool and stands so firmly on his wife's frailty, yet I cannot put off my opinion so easily. She was in his company at Page's house, and what they made there I know not. Well, I will look further into it, and I have a disguise to sound Falstaff. If she be honest, I lose not my labor. But if she be otherwise, it's labor well bestowed.
Well, that wasn't there before.
oyster, which with sword I will open.
Not a penny. I have been content, sir, that you should lay my countenance upon. I have graded upon my friends for 3 reprieves for you. I am damned in hell for swearing to gentlemen, my friends, that you are a good man and tall soldier.
Hast thou not 15 pence?
Word, knave, no more about me. I am no gibbet for you. Go! Go! You would not bear a letter from me, you rogue. You stand upon your honor. Why, now, on confinable basis is as much as I can do to keep the terms of my honor precise. I sometimes am fain to shuffle and to hedge and to lurch. But you, rogue, ensconce yourself in your rags and your bold beating oaths under shelter of your honor. You would not do it. You!
I do relent. What wouldst thou?
Sir, here's a woman would speak with you.
Show her in.
I vouchsafe your worship good morrow.
Good morrow. Good morrow, good wife.
I vouchsafe your worship a word or two.
2,000, if I may vouchsafe to say.
Well, there is one Mistress Ford, sir.
Mistress Ford, what of her?
Well, she says that she has received your letter and she thanks you for it 1,000 times and gives me to notify you that her husband will be away from home between the hours of 10 and 11.
10 and 11.
I forsooth. And then, at that time, you may come and see the pictures that she said you have want of her. Well, Master Ford, her husband, will be out of the house at that point. Yes.
Bring me to her. I will not miss her.
Yes, she leads a very ill life with him. He is a jealous man. But there is one more message that I have for your worship. Yes, this is from a Mistress Page. And she also sends you her hearty congratulations and would like me to tell you that her husband is seldom from home. But she hopes that there will find a way. I've never seen a woman dote so on a man. But truly, yes, you must have charms. Yes, say truth.
Not I assure thee, setting the appeal of my good parts aside, I have no other charm. But I pray you tell me this. Has Mistress Ford and Mistress Page acquainted each other how they love me?
Oh, yes, and they were quite the jest, sir. There should be no grace about it. Yes, in truth, that was quite the trick.
Well, commend me to them both. There is my purse. This news distracts me.
Clap on more sail. Pursue. Up with your flights. Give fire is my prize. Ocean well.
Sayest thou so, old Jack? Go thy ways. I'll make more of thy old body than I have done. Wilt they now look after thee? Wilt thou, after the expense of so much money you gave? Oh, good body, I thank thee. Let them not say it is grossly done. 'Tis fairly done. Go now.
Sir, there's one Master Brooke below would fain speak with you and be acquainted with you, and hath sent you a morning's draught of sack.
Show him in. Such brooks are welcome to me that overflow such liquor.
Bless you, sir.
And you, sir, what is your will?
Sir, I am a gentleman that has spent much. My name is Brooke.
Master Brooke, I require more acquaintance of you.
Ah, and I sue for yours, not to charge you, for they say, if money go before, all ways do lie open.
Money is a good soldier, sir, and will on.
Oh, truth, and I have a bag of money here that troubles me. If you will help me to bear it, Sir John, take all or half for easing me of the carriage.
Sir, I know not how I might deserve to become your porter.
There is a gentlewoman in town. Her husband's name is Ford.
Well, sir?
Oh, I have long loved her, and I protest to you, bestowed much upon her. I have followed her with a doting observance, engrossed opportunities to meet her, bought many presents to give her. Briefly, I have pursued her as love hath pursued me, but whatever I have merited, either in my mind or in my means, I have received none.
Have you received no promise of satisfaction in her hands?
Never.
Have you importuned her to such a purpose?
Never.
For what purpose have you unfolded this to me?
Here is the heart of my purpose. You are a gentleman of excellent breeding, of admirable discourse, of great admittance, authentic in your place and person, generally allowed for your many warlike, courtlike, and learned preparations.
Oh, sir.
Oh, believe it, for you know it. There is money. Spend it, spend more. Spend all I have. Only lay an amiable siege to the honor of this Ford's wife. Use your art of persuasion. Win her to consent to you. If any man may, you may as soon as any.
Would it bode well to your affection that I should win what you would enjoy? Methinks you prescribe to yourself most preposterously.
Please understand the meaning of my drift. She dwells so securely on the excellency of her honor that the folly of my soul dare not present itself. She is too bright to be looked against. Now, could I come to her with any detection in my hand, why, I could drive her from the ward of her purity, her reputation, and 1,000 other of her defenses that are now too embattled against me. What say you to it, Sir John?
Master Brooke, I will first make bold with your money. And, as I am a gentleman, you shall, if you will, enjoy Ford's life.
Want no money, Sir John. Want no money.
Want no Mistress Ford, Master Brooke. You shall want none. I will be with her between the hours of 10 and 11, for at that time the jealous wounding knave, her husband, will be forth. Come to me at night, and you shall know how I saw him.
I am blessed in your acquaintance. Do you know Ford, sir?
Hang him! Poor cuckoldly knave, I know him not. But I wronged him to call him poor, and they say the rascal hath mountains of money, for the which his wife seems well determined. I will use her as the key to the cuckoldly knave's coffer and my harvest.
I would that you knew Ford, sir, so that you could avoid him when you saw him.
Hang him! I will stare him out of his wits. I will awe him with my cudgel. It will hang like a meteor over the cuckold's horns. Master Brooke, know that I will predominate over this peasant. You shall find. Come to me soon at night.
What a damned Epicurean rascal is this? My heart is ready to crack with anticipation. Who says this is improvident jealousy? She has sent for him. The hour is set, the match is made. Oh, would a man have thought this? See the hell of having a false woman. My bed shall be abused, my coffers ransacked, my reputation gnawed at. I would rather trust Parson Hugh the Welshman with my cheese than my wife with herself. God be praised for my jealousy. I will prevent it. Detect my wife, be revenged on Falstaff, laugh at Page. I know about it. 555. Couple? Couple.
Saved his soul, that cowardly jackdaw place, that he is no come. He has played his bibli well that he has no come. There is no Harry that is so dead that I will kill him. I will tell you how I will kill him.
Bless thee, bully doctor.
Save you, Master Dr. Caius.
Now, good Master Doctor.
What do you want, 2, 3, 4, or come for?
Is he the fight bully? Is he dead? Is he dead, bully? Is he dead, bully stale?
The cowardly jackdog priest, I pray you, bear witness, I wait here 6, 7, 2, 3 hours, and he is no come.
He is the wiser man, Master Doctor. You are a cure of bodies. He is a cure of souls. If you are to fight against the hair of your professions, is it not true, Master Page?
Yes, it is true, Master Slender. Come, good Master Doctor, we are here to fetch you home. You have shown yourself a wise physician, and Sir Hugh has shown himself a wise and patient churchman. You must come with us, good Master Doctor.
A moment, guest justice. A word, Monsieur Monkwater?
Monkwater? What is that, Monkwater?
In our English tongue, it is valor, bully.
Then I have as much Monkwater as any Englishman.
He will clap or claw thee tightly, bully.
Clappity claw, clappity claw. What is clappity claw?
That is, he will make the amends.
Then he shall clappity claw me, for I will have it. Before he speak like a jackanape to Anne Page.
Oh. But first, a word. Master Page and Master Slender, go you through the field to Frogmore.
Sir Hugh is there, is he?
He is. See what humor he is in, and I will bring the doctor about the fields. Is it well?
We will do. And you, good Master Doctor.
I will kill the skeleton jackdog, please, for he speak like a muckwater to Anne Page.
Oh, let him die then. Come you with me about the field to a farmhouse where Mistress Anne Page is a feasting, and you shall woo her.
Oh, I thank you! I love you! I shall procure for you the many good guests. The earls, the Kniggins, the laurels, the pelicans. Many good gentlemen, my taste.
For the which I will be thy adversary toward Anne Page, said I will.
Yes, thank you. See?
Look up, let us wag.
Bless my soul. How full of colors I am and trembling of mind. I shall be glad if you have deceived me. Bless my soul.
Well met, Master Parson. A good morrow, good Sir Hugh.
Sweet Anne Page.
Bless you from his mercy's sake, all of you.
We are here to do you a good office, Master Parson.
Very well, what is it?
Yonder is a most reverend gentleman who, belike having received some offense by some person, is at most odds with his own gravity and patience that ever you saw.
What is he?
I think you know him. Master Dr. Caius, the renowned French physician.
God's will and his passion of my heart. He has no more knowledge of Hippocrates and Galen, and he's a knave besides, a cowardly knave as you would be, desire to be acquainted with all.
I warrant you, he's the man should fight with him.
You may see by the size of their weapons. Keep them asunder. Here comes Dr. Caius.
Up. Keep your weapon in, good Master Parson. So do you, good Master Doctor.
Disarm them and let them question. Let them hack our English.
I pray you, let me speak a word with your ear. Why will you not at the place that I did appoint?
I pray you now, use your patience, in good time.
Cowardly jackdaw, jump it!
Pray let us not be laughing stocks to other men's humors. I desire you in friendship, and will one way or the other make you amends. I will knock your urinals about your knave's coxcomb for missing your meetings and appointments.
Diable! My hostage out here! Did I not wait at the place for 2 to 3 hours at the place we took the point?
as I am a Christian soul now, this is the place appointed of the judgment by my host and garter.
Peace, soul curer and body curer. Peace, I say. Shall I lose my parson? No. Shall I lose my doctor? He gives me the potions and the notions. Shall I lose my parson, my priest, my Sir Hugh? No. He gives me the proverbs and the no-verbs. Give me thy hand, terrestrial. So. Give me thy hand, celestial. So. Boys of art, I have deceived you both. I have directed you to wrong places. Your hearts are strong, your skins are whole, and let burnt sack be the issue. Follow me, boys of peace. Follow, follow, follow.
Sweet Aunt Page.
Well met, Mistress Page. Whither go you?
Oh, truly, sir, to see your wife. Is she home?
Aye, and as idle as she may hang together for want of company. I think if you two husbands were dead, you two would marry.
Oh, be sure of that. 2 other husbands.
Where had you this pretty weathercock?
I cannot tell what the Dickens his name is. My husband had him all. What do you call the knight's name, sirrah?
Sir John Falstaff.
I can never hit on some name. There's such a league between my good man and he. But truly, sir, your wife is at home?
Oh, indeed she is.
Oh, then by your leave, I am sick till I see her.
Has Page any brains? Have he any eyes? Any thinking? Oh, sure, they sleep. He has no use for them. He pieces out his wife's inclination and gives her folly motion and advantage. And now she's going to my wife. A man might hear this shower sing in the wind. And our revolted wives share damnation together. Well, I will take Falstaff, torture my wife, pluck the borrowed veil of modesty from the so seeming Mistress Page, divulge Page himself, and in these violent proceedings all my neighbors shall cry aim! Dude, you're mellowing my harsh, man. The clock, it gives me my cue, and my assurance bids me search. And there I shall find Falstaff. I shall be rather praised for this than mocked, for it is sure as the earth is firm, I shall find him there. I will go.
Well met, Master Ford.
Trust me, a good knot. I have good cheer at home. Pray you all go home to dinner with me.
I must excuse myself, Master Ford. I have appointed to dine with Mr. Sand, and I would not break her for more money than I will speak of.
We have lingered about a match between Anne Page and Abraham Slender, and this day we shall have our answer.
I hope I have your goodwill, Master Page.
Oh, yes, you have, Master Slender. Although my wife, good Master Doctor, is for you together.
Ah, yes, the maid allowed me. My nurse quickly tell me so much.
What say you to young Master Fenton? He speaks merrily, he capers, he dances, he has eyes of youth. He smells of April and May. He will carry it.
Not by my consent, I promise you. The gentleman is of no having. He is of too high a reach, and he knows too much. He shall not get a knot in his fortune with the finger of my substance. If he take her, let him take her, simply. For the wealth I have waits on my consent, and my consent goes not that way.
I beseech you, some of you go home to dinner with me. Besides your cheer, you will have sport. I will show you a monster. Oh, good Dr. Caius, you will go, and so will you, Master Page.
Very well. I shall have the freer wooing against Master Page.
Oh. Beg pardon, my hearts. I must to the inn and drink with my knight, drink canary with him.
Yeah, I'll drink pipe wine with him first. I'll make him dance. Will you go, gentles?
Have with you to see this monster.
pause or staggering, take this basket up on your shoulders. That done, trudge with it with all dispatch and empty it in the muddy ditch down by the Thames side. Quickly, dispatch. Mistress Page, remember your cue.
I warn you, if I do not act on it, hiss at me.
Go to then. Oh, we will use this unwholesome humidity, this gross, watery pompion. We will teach him to know turtles from jays.
Have I caught thee, my heavenly jewel? Why then let me die, for I have lived long enough. Oh, this blessed hour.
Oh, sweet Sir John.
Mistress Ford, I cannot cog, I cannot prate, Mistress Ford. But now, I will sin in my ambition. I would, thy husband were dead. I swear before the best Lord, I would make thee my lady.
I, your lady, Sir John. Alas, I would be a pitiful lady.
Let the court of any of those A kingdoms show me another. Thou wouldst make an absolute courtier. Come, thou canst not hide it.
Oh, there is no such thing in me.
What made me love thee? I'll show you there is something extraordinary in thee. I cannot, but that I love thee, and what thee, and thou deserves it.
Do not betray me. I fear you love Mistress Page.
And thou might as well say I love to walk by the counter gate, which is as hateful to me as the reek of a lime kiln.
Heaven knows how I love you, and you shall one day know it.
Keep that in mind.
I must keep it in mind, or else I could not be in that mind.
Mistress Ford, Mistress Ford, Mistress Page is at the door, sweating and glowing and looking wildly, and needs must speak with you directly.
She shall not see me. I will ensconce me behind the oaks.
Pray do so. She is a very tattling woman. Pray, what's the matter?
Oh, what have you done, Mistress Ford? You're shamed, you're overthrown, you're undone forever.
Why, what's the matter, Mistress Page?
Your husband's coming hither, woman, with all the officers in Windsor to search for a gentleman he says is now here in the house by your consent. You are undone.
Say it isn't so.
Pray heaven it be not so that you have such a one here. But if you have a friend here, convey him out. Call all your senses to you. Defend your reputation. Or bid farewell to your good life forever.
Alas, my dear friend, there is such a gentleman here. And I fear not so much mine own shame as his peril.
Oh, for shame! That you would have such a man here, your husband's close at hand. In the house you cannot hide him. Oh, how you have deceived me! Look, here's a basket. If he be of any reasonable stature, he might creep in here, throw foul linen upon him, and send him by your two good men.
He's too big to go in there. Oh, whatever shall I do?
No, let me see it. Let me see it. Oh, let me see it. Eileen, follow your friend's counsel. Eileen.
What, Sir John Falstaff, are these your letters, knight?
I love you. Oh. Anyway, I'll creep in here. I'll never.
Go, Mistress Ford, call your two men. You dissembling knight.
What's John wrong? to the laundress. Quickly, dispatch.
Pray you come near. If I suspect without cause, why then make me your sport. Let me be your jest. I deserve it. How now? Whither bear you this?
To the laundress, forsooth.
What have you to do with her, they bear it? Best you meddle with buck washing.
Buck? I would I could wash myself of the buck. Buck, buck, buck. Aye, buckin'. I warned you too. Buckin'. The season to a job here. Gentlemen, I have a dream, and I will tell you that dream. Here be my keys. Up, ascend my chambers, search, seek, find out. I warrant will and kennel a fox.
Oh, Master Ford, be contented. You wrong yourself too much.
Well, true, Master Page, I do. Up, gentlemen! Search!
This is very fantastical humors and jealousies.
It is no the fashion in France. There is no jealousy in France.
Nay, gentlemen, see the issue of the search.
Double excellency, yes! I don't know which pleases me more, that my husband is deceived or Sir John.
What taking was he in when he asked who was in the basket?
I am half afraid he shall have need of a washing, so throwing him in the river will do him a benefit.
I will lay a plot to try that. We will yet have more tricks with Falstaff.
Shall we send that foolish Carrie and Mistress quickly to him to entice him with to excuse his throwing into the river and to entice him with another thing.
He will send him tomorrow, 8 o'clock,
Right,
to
yes.
make amends.
Well, I could not find him. Maybe the knave bragged of that which he could not compass.
You use me well, Master Ford, do you?
I do.
You do yourself mighty wrong, Master Ford.
Indeed I do.
If there be any pie in the house, and in the chambers, and in the coffers, and in the presses, heaven forgive my sins on the day of judgment.
I really is nobody's.
Fine, Master Ford. Are you not ashamed? What spirit, what devil suggests this imagination? I would not have you distemper in this kind.
Aye, Master Page, I suffer for it, I do.
You suffer from a bad conscience. Your wife is as honest a woman as I will desirous.
It is an honest.
Well, I promise you all dinner, and please stay. And I will then now tell you all why I have done what I have done. Please, Mistress and Mistress Page, please, pray pardon me, forgive me.
We'll go in, but trust me, gentlemen, we'll mock him. Oh, I do invite you all tomorrow to my house for breakfast. Afterwards, we'll a birdie together. Shall it be so?
Oh, anything.
If there is one, I shall make two with the company.
And if there be one or two, I shall make a deterred.
Pray you remember it's tomorrow on the lousy knave, my host.
I like myself.
A lousy knave to have his gibes and his mockeries.
See, I cannot get thy father's love. Therefore, no more turning to sweet.
Alas, how then?
Thou must be thyself. He doth object that I am of too great a birth, and that my state, being galled with my expense, that I seek to heal it only through his will. He says, 'tis a thing impossible that I should love thee, but as property.
Maybe
tells you true.
No, heaven so speak in my time to come. Although I must confess that thy father's wealth was the first motive for which I wooed thee, but in wooing thee, I found thee of more value than stamps and gold, or sums and sealed bags. It is now the riches of myself that I must find.
Oh, gentle master
Hark ye! Master Slender would have a word with you.
I come to him. This is my father's choice. Oh, what a world of vile, ill-favored faults looks handsome at 300 pounds a year.
Hello, Master Fenton. Pray, a word with you.
He's coming. To her? Oh boy. Thou hadst a father?
I had a father, Mr. Sam.
Mistress Anne, Master Slender loves you.
Aye, that I do. As much as I love anyone in Gloucestershire.
He will maintain you like a gentlewoman.
Aye, that I will, with the degree of a squire.
He will make you 150 pounds jointure.
Good Master Evans, let him rule for himself.
I thank you for it. I thank you for that good comfort. She calls me, sir. I'll leave.
Master Slender. Master Slender, what would you with me?
Okay, truly, for myself, I would have little or nothing. Your father, my uncle, have made motions. If it be my luck, so. If not, happy man be his dole. They can tell you better than I can. You can ask your father. Here he comes.
Ah, Master Slender. Love him, daughter Anne. What's this? How does Master Fenton here? Knowing my mind, you wrong me still to haunt this house. You know my daughter is disposed of.
Good Master Page, be not impatient.
Good Master Fenton, come not to my child.
She is no match for you.
Sir, will you hear?
Nay, Master Fenton. Come, son Slender. In. Knowing my mind, you wrong me, Master Fenton.
Speak to Mistress Page.
Mistress Page, loving your daughter in such righteous fashion, I must advance the course of my cause and not retire. May I have your leave?
Good my mother, marry me not to young fool.
I mean it not. I seek you a better husband.
Oh, that would be my master, the doctor.
Ah, lass. I would rather be put quick in the earth and boiled to death with turnips.
Heaven be with you, Master Fenton. He has such a kind heart. A woman would walk through fire and water for such a man. But alas, I wish that my master would have Miss Anne Page. Or I would that Master Slender would have her. But in truth, I wish Master Fenton would have her. Well, notwithstanding, I shall do what I can for them all three, for so I have promised and I'll be true to my word. Oh. Well, I also have an errand to Sir John Falstaff for my two mistresses. Oh, what a beast I am to delay it.
fetch me a quart of sack. Have I lived to be carried in a basket like a barrel of butcher's offal? Then to be thrown into the Thames? The road slided me into the river with as little thought as they would have drowned a blind bitch's puppies. And you may know by my size that I have a kind of an alacrity in sinking. For if the water were as deep as hell, I would have drowned. But yet I abhor, for the water swells a man. What a thing I would be if I had been swelled.
Sir, here's Mistress Quickly to speak with you.
Let me pour some sack into the Thames water. My belly's as cold as if I had swallowed snowballs. Call her in.
Come in, woman.
Take away this chalice and go brew me a puddle of sack finally. How now?
Sir, I have a word for you from Mistress Ford.
Ford. I've had Ford enough. I was thrown into the Ford. I got a belly full of Ford.
Alas, the day, sir, that is not her fault. She carries on so with her men. They mistook their erection.
As did I mine. Built on a foolish woman's promise.
Sir, it would tear your heart apart to see it. She did not mean that that should happen to you, sir. Her husband goes this morning a birdie between the hours of 8 and 9, and she would wish that you would come to her again.
I will come to her. Twixt 9 and 10, sayest thou?
8 and 9, sir.
Very well be gone. I will not miss her. I marvel that I have not heard from Master Brooke. He sent me word to stay within. I like his money, though.
Oh, bless you, sir.
Now, Master Brooke, you come to know what hath passed between me and Ford's wife.
That indeed, sir, is my business.
Master Brooke, I will not lie to you. I was at the house at the hour she appointed me.
How now? Did she change her determination?
No, Master Brooke. But her husband, dwelling in a continual alarm of jealousy, comes to me in the moment of our encounter, after we had embraced, kissed, as it were, spoke the prologue. And at his heels a rabble of his companions, forsooth, to search the house for his wife's love.
And did he not find you?
While I was there. But in comes one Mistress Page, gives intelligence of Ford's approach, and in her invention, and in Mistress Ford's distraction, they conveyed me into a buck basket.
A buck basket?
By the Lord, a buck basket. Rammed me in with foul shirts and socks, smocks, foul stockings, greasy napkins, and this tattered old blue gambazon with a unicorn on it. There, Master Brooke, there was the rankest compound of villainous smell ever to offend an
And how long did you lay there?
Being thus ensconced in the basket, a couple of the man's knaves took it up and met their master, the knave, at the door. Fear lest the lunatic would search him, but fate, ordaining that he be a cuckold, held his hand. Well, off he went for a search, and off I went for foul clothes. But mark the sequel, Master Brooke. While I was there, half stewed in grease, to be thrown into the Thames and cooled like a horseshoe, hissing hot. Think of that, Master Brooke, hissing hot.
For my sake, I'm sorry that you have suffered so much on my behalf. My suit then is desperate. You'll undertake her no more, will you?
This morning, her husband is gone. It's 8 and 9 this morning. Come to me at your convenient leisure, and the conclusion will be crowned with your enjoying her.
Really?
You shall have her, Master Brooke. Master Brooke, you shall come forward.
Is this a vision? Is this a dream? Do I sleep? Master Ford, awake. Awake, Master Ford. Oh, I will proclaim myself what I am. I will take the lecture. He will not escape me. It's impossible that he should. I will search impossible places. I will be mad with horns. Let the proverb go, I shall be horn mad.
I profess requital to a hand's breadth, Mistress Ford, in the simple office of love. But are you sure of your husband now?
He's gone a birding, Sir John.
What ho! Gossip, Ford, what ho!
Step into the chamber, sweet Sir John.
How now, sweetheart? Who's at home beside yourself?
Why, none but mine own people.
Indeed?
Certainly. Speak louder.
Truly, I am so glad that you are here alone.
Why?
Why, woman, your husband is in his old moods again. He so takes on with my husband. I am glad that the fat knight is not here.
Why does he speak of him?
Of none but him. He swears that he was carried out, when last he's looked, in a basket. Oh. He so takes on with my husband and has taken all of them from their sport to make another experiment of his suspicion. Ooh. But I'm glad that he is not here.
But is my husband near?
Hard by street end. He will be here anon.
Alas, my dear friend, the fat knight is here.
Oh! What have you done? Oh, surely your husband cannot. You cannot hide him in the house. What shall we do?
Oh, how shall he get away? How shall I bestow him? Shall I put him in the basket again?
No! I'll come no more in the basket. May I not go out ere he come?
Oh, 3 of Master Ford's brothers wait by the street's end with pistols drawn, that none may come out ere he comes here.
Shall I do? I'll crawl up the chimney.
Why, no. There they used to discharge their birding pieces. There is no hiding you in the house.
I will go out then.
If you go out in your own semblance, you die. Unless he goes out disguised.
Oh, how might we disguise him?
Alas, I know not. There's no woman's gown big enough to fit him. Otherwise, he might put on a hat, kerchief, muffler, so escape.
Good hearts, just come up with something. Any extremity rather than a mischief.
My maid's aunt, the fat woman of Beaconsgate, has a gown above.
On my life, 'twill serve. She's as big as he is. And there's her hat, her muffler too. Oh, run up, Sir John.
Go, sweet Sir John. Mistress Page and I shall bring some linen for your head.
Go, Sir John, put the fat on the while.
I would my husband would meet him in this shape. He can't abide the fat woman of Beaconsgate. He swears she's a witch, hath forbade her my house, hath threatened to beat her.
Oh, heaven guide him to thy husband's cudgel, and the devil guide his cudgel afterwards. But your husband is coming, and he will be here soon.
Oh, but does he...
Go fetch some linen for his head.
Oh, but let's try the basket again. I will tell my men what to do with the basket. You go up, I'll bring linen for him straight.
Oh. Hang him, dishonest varlet. We cannot misuse him enough. We'll set a proof by that which we do. Wives may be married, and yet honest, too. We'll lay this We'll lay this for all we do, and that's all we can.
Mary, as I told you, take this basket up. Your master is hard by the door. If he bids you set it down, obey him. Quickly, come.
Come. Pick it up.
I pray it be not full of light again.
Set down the basket, you villains! Oh, you cannery rascals! There's a conspiracy against me. Come, wife, I say. Come see what honest clothes you send to bleaching.
Why this is lunatic? This is mad as a mad dog.
Master Ford, be pinioned. You wrong yourself too much.
Come forth, mistress. Come. Mistress Ford, the honest woman who hath the jealous fool to her husband. I suspect without cause, do I?
You do if you suspect me of any dishonesty.
Well said, brazen face. Hold it out. Come forth, sirrah. Empty the basket. Master Page, as I am a man, there was one conveyed out of my house yesterday in this basket. Why may he not be there again? My suspicion is reasonable. My jealousy is true.
Here is no man.
Well, he's not here I seek for.
No, nor nowhere else but in your tiny little brain.
Come, let's search my house one more time, please.
Mistress Page, come you bring the old woman down. My husband will come into the chamber.
What old woman is that?
Nay, husband, it is my maid's aunt of Beaconsgate.
A witch! Have I not forbid her myself? Come down, you witch! Come down, come down!
No, nay, gentlemen, let him not strike the old woman.
Come, Mother Pratt, give me your hand.
Oh, I'll prat her. Out! I mean, Charlotte! Hag! Barb! Sincere!
Wait a minute.
You've gone mad and you killed the poor woman.
Hang her, witch.
I think the woman is a bitch indeed. Like it not when a woman has a great pyramid. Sorry, a great pyramid for a muffler.
Gentlemen, please, I beseech you, search my house one more time, into my chambers.
Let's obey his humor a little longer, gentlemen.
Shall we tell our husbands how we have served this night?
Yes, if it be but to scrape the figures out of your husband's brain.
I warrant they'll have him publicly shaved.
Oh.
He's got my money!
'Tis one of the best discretions of a woman ever I did look upon.
And did he send you both of these letters at an instant?
Within a quarter of an hour.
Henceforth, wife, do what thou wilt. I will rather suspect the son with gold than you with wantonness.
Let our plot go forward. Let our wives yet once again to make us public sport, appoint a meeting with that fat fellow that we may take him and disgrace him for it. How? To send word that they'll meet him at the park at midnight? No, fly, he'll never come.
Devise but how you will use him when he arrives. Let us two devise how to bring him hither.
There is an old tale that Herne the Hunter, sometime warden of Windsor Forest, is all winter time around an oak, creeps with great ragged horns, and there he shakes and shade in a most hideous manner. Falstaff at that oak shall meet with us.
Let it not be doubted that they will come. And in the shade, when you have brought him thither, what shall be done with him? What is your thought?
That likewise have I thought of. Nan Page, my daughter, 3 or 4 more of her growth, will dress as fairies. And upon a sudden, as she, Falstaff, and I are newly met, let them forth from a socket rush at once upon our sight. We too, in great amazingness, will fly. And then let them encircle about him to pinch the unclean knight, and demand why at that hour of fairy revel in their so sacred past does he dare to tread in shame for fame.
And until he tell the truth, let the supposed fairies pinch him soundly and burn him with their tapers.
The truth being no, we'll all reveal ourselves, disform the spirit, and knock him home to Windsor.
The children had better be practiced to it, or they'll never do it.
I shall teach the children their behavior.
My Nan shall be the queen of fairies, finely attired in a robe of white.
Ah, that silk will I buy, and in that time shall Master Slender steal my Nan away to marry her at Eton. Go send to Falstaff straight.
Let us about it. It is admirable pleasures and very honest knaveries.
Send word to Falstaff, and we'll meet you there. And I'll to the doctor. The doctor has all of my goodwill. That Slender, though well-landed, is an idiot. I should know, right? The doctor is well-moneyed, his friends potent at court. None but him shall marry Nan Page, though 20,000 worthier come to crave her.
I would the whole world be cozened, for I have been cozened, beaten too. My breath were long enough to say my prayers. I repent. Now whence come you?
From the 2 parties, forsooth.
The devil take one party and damn the other. And so they shall both be destroyed. I have suffered more for their sakes, more than the veritable inconstancy of Master Vincent would be able to bear.
Sir, let me speak with you in your chambers. I have here a letter that will explain how much ado there is to bring you 2 together.
Come up into my chamber.
Oh, Master Fenton, speak not to me. My mind is heavy.
Oh, you hear me speak. Assist me with my purpose.
Well, I will hear you, and at the very least, I will keep thy counsel.
I have acquainted you with the dear love I bear for Phil. You mutually hath answered my affection. I have here a letter of such contents as you would wonder. Tonight, at Hearn's Oak, must my sweet Nan present the Fairy Queen, in which disguise her father hath commanded her to slip away with Slender, and at eve immediately to marry. She hath consented. Now, sir, her mother, ever strong against that match, and firm for Dr. Caius, hath likewise appointed that he shall shuffle her away, and that the deanery, where a priest attends, straight marry her. Thus it rests. Her father reads so she shall be all in one, and in that habit, Slender sees his time to take her. Bleh. Her mother, to better to denote her the doctor, means that in green she shall be first of her.
Which means she to deceive father or mother?
Both. Thus it rests. You procure the church. You procure the church to stay for me at the church twixt 12 and 1, and in the name of lawful Mary, give our hearts united ceremony.
Well, if husband be your design, all to the vicar. Bring me the maid, you shall not lack a priest.
So shall I evermore be bound. Besides, make me death recompense.
Prithee, no more prattling. Oh.
I will find you a chain, and I will do what I can to provide you with a pair of horns.
This is the third time. I hope good luck lies with on Chris. Away you go, wares. Oh, Master Brooke. Master Brooke, the matter will be known tonight or never. Be you in the park at Hearn's Oak about midnight, you shall see wonders.
Went not you to her yesterday as you had appointed?
I went to her, Master Brooke, as you see, like a poor old man. But I came from her, Master Brooke, like a poor old woman. I will tell you, he beat me grievously in the shape of a woman. I'll tell you, sir, on whom tonight I will be revenged, and I will deliver his wife into your hand. Follow, Master Brooke, strange things in hand. Follow.
In the castle ditch till we see the light of our fairies. Now remember, son Slender, my daughter.
Aye, forsooth. I have spoken to her, and we have a nay word by which to know each other. I come to her in white, and cry mom, and she cries budget, and by that we know one another.
That's good too. What needs either your mum or her budget? The white will decipher it well enough. It has struck 10 o'clock, the night is dark, our lighted spirits will become it well. Oh, heaven prosper our sport. No man means evil but the devil, and we shall know him by his horns. Let's away. Follow me.
Dr. Caius, my daughter, is in green, and when you see her, take her by the hand and go straight to the deanery and dispatch it quickly.
I know what I have to do.
Adieu. Fare you well. My husband will not laugh so much at the misuse of Falstaff as he will chafe at the doctor marrying his daughter, but 'tis no matter. Better a little chiding than a great deal of heartbreak.
Where is Nan now and her troop of fairies? The Welsh devil, you.
Close by in a saw pit. They have obscured lights, which at the moment of our meeting they will once display to the night.
Oh, that cannot fail to amaze him.
If he be not amazed, he will be mocked. And if he be not amazed, he will every way be mocked.
The night marches on. To the oak.
To the oak!
Fairies come, and remember your promise. Be bold, I pray. Follow me into the pit, and when I give the watchword, do as I give you. Trip, trip.
The Windsor bell has struck 12. The moment draws nigh. Now the hot-blooded gods assist me. Remember, Jove, thou wast a bull for thy Europa. Love set on thy horns. Oh, powerful love. And in some ways makes a beast a man, and in others, a man a beast. For here I am, a golden stag. And I should say, the fattest in the forest. Send me a cooler at time, Jove, or who can blame me to piss my tallow? Who comes here? My Joe?
Sir John, are you here, my dear? My male dear.
My Joe with the black Scots. Let the sky rain potatoes. Let it thunder to the tune of green sleeves. Let it snow kissing comfits and rain Aaron goes. Let there be a tempest of provocation. I will shelter me here.
Mistress Page has come with me, sweetheart.
Divide me like a bride buck. Each a haunch. My horns I bequeath to your husbands. What can this be? I think the devil would not have me damned, lest the oil that's in me should set hell on fire. He would never otherwise cross me thus.
Fairies, black, gray, green, and white, you moonshine revelers and shades of night, come, crier, hobgoblin, make the fairy lays.
Elves, list your names, silence you airy toys. Cricket, to Windsor chimneys thou shalt leap, where fires thou find, unraked and hearths unswept. There pinch the maids as blue as bilberry, for our radiant queen hates sluts and sluttery.
They are fairies. He that speaks to them must die. I'll wake you couch. No man their works must die.
Where is thee? Go you, and where you find the way, pinch that arms, legs, back, shoulders, sides, and shins.
Heavens, defend me from that Welsh fairy, lest he turn me into a piece of cheese.
Fairies, touch him with the taper's end, and if he black burns and he's be chased, the flame will descend. But if he start, it is the fire of a corrupted heart.
A trial, come!
Will this wind take fire?
Corruption, corruption, corruption! He burns. Fairies, go about him with your scornful rhyme, and as you trip, pitch him to your time! By your sinful fantasy, by your lust and luxury, lust is but a dull desire, filled with untasted desire, leaden heart whose flames aspire, as thoughts to grow them higher and higher. Ancient fairies mutually, ancient for his bill and me, ancient and turn him about, till candles and starlight and moonshine be out.
Nay, do not fly. I think we have watched you now. Will none but Herm the hunter serve your turn?
I pray you hold up just no higher. Now, Sir John, how like you Windsor wives?
Now's a cuckold now. Now who's a cuckold now, Master Brooke? Falstaff's a knave, a cuckoldly knave. Here are his horns, Master Brooke.
Alas, Sir John, we have had ill luck. We could never meet. But I will always count you my dear.
I begin to perceive that I am made an ass.
And an ox, too. Both the proofs are extant.
These are not fairies? I was 3 or 4 times in the mind that they were not fairies.
Sir John Falstaff, serve God,
And leave your desire, and fairies will not pinch you.
Ah, well said, fairy.
And leave your jealousies to a Creigull.
I will never mistrust my wife again till thou art able to woo her in good English.
Have I laid my brains in the sun and dried it that it should want such a challenge as this?
But, Sir John, do you ever think the devil can make you our delight?
Well, I am your theme. You have the start of me, and I reject it. Ignorance itself is a plummet o'er me. Use me as you will.
Ah, marry, sir, we will take you to Windsor to one Master Brooke, who you have cozened of money, whom you should have been a pander. Over and above that which you have suffered, I think repaying the money will be a biting affliction.
Oh, yet be cheerful, knight. Well, thou shalt have a posset tonight at my house, and thou shalt laugh at my wife, that now laughs at thee. Tell her that Master Slender hath married her daughter.
Doctors doubt that. Can't age me my daughter. She's married to Dr. Caius.
What ho, Father Page?
Master Slender, how now, son Slender? Is it dispatched?
Dispatched? I'll make the best in Gloucestershire know on it.
Of what, son?
I came yonder to marry Mistress Anne Page, and she's a great, lubberly boy!
Upon my life, then you took the wrong one!
What need I you to tell me that? I came to her in white, and cried mum, and she cried budget, as Anne and I had appointed, and she's a great, lubberly boy!
This is your own folly, then. Did I not tell you how you would know my daughter by her garments?
Good George, good husband. Be not angry. I knew of your plan. Changed my daughter into green. And she is now with the doctor at the deanery, and they're married.
Where is Mistress Page? Putain, I have been cozened. I have married a garçon, a paysan, a boy. I am cozened. I have married a boy.
What, did you not take her in green?
And it is a garçon, a boy. I am cozened. I shall raise all Windsor.
Who hath the real Anne Page?
Oh, my heart misgives me. Here comes Master Fenton. Now, Master Fenton.
Pardon, good father, good my mother, pardon.
Mistress, how is it thou art not with Master Slender?
Why went you not with Master Doctor, maid?
Oh, you do amaze her. You would have married her most shamefully, where there was no proportion held in love. Hear the truth. She and I, long since contracted, are now so sure that nothing can solve us.
Well, what remedy? Venting, joy, for what cannot be put asunder must be embraced.
Where night dogs run, all sorts of deer are chased.
Well, I will muse on it no further. Master Fenton, having given you many, many marriage days. Good husband, let us go home and laugh of this sport or by a country fire, Sir John and all.
Let it be so. Sir John, you yet shall hold your promise true, for tonight Master Brooke will lie with Mistress Ford.
very much. I hope you enjoyed this evening's presentation. Thank you for staying with us a little bit later into the evening than is normal. But please go out and enjoy the rest of your 12th night. And please welcome and talk with the actors as you will. Thank you.